I want to ask Crystal, you actually have had an agency before. What's the purpose of having an agency? We get a lot of people saying, well, what does an agency do? Why do I need to use an agency?
Sometimes that's a great question. And oftentimes we'll say, well, I have a family member or a friend who can be my surrogate, and they see the costs associated with an agency. So that's a common question that we see is, why is this necessary? Why do we need a surrogacy agency? I think to go back to the beginning is one of the largest roles that often is overlooked when parents start searching is the role they play in screening your surrogate. Um, the surrogacy agencies recruit these surrogates. They spend a lot in advertising to recruit these and educate these surrogates and walk through the process. I would say for every 100 surrogates that apply, maybe 3 make it through. There's a lot that goes into that. I mean, the education piece, you'll see surrogates fall out. When you start going through their questionnaires, they fill out lengthy questionnaires to find out the health of their pregnancies, their overall health, their family's health, their living situations. Are the children living with them? How many pregnancies have they had? But to screen through, they usually have at least one full-time member to go through and review these surrogate candidates. They'll, after they obtain the medical records, that's a huge one as well. You can't work with a surrogate unless you have her prior medical records or OB clearance letter. So to request all those documents and have that reviewed, they take care of a lot of that on the front end. And that's really important. So then when you are reviewing candidates, that they've already been vetted by the agency. And oftentimes they've had some kind of preliminary medical review. We don't want to be working with surrogates who have had complications during their pregnancy or delivery, or maybe ones you oftentimes get surrogates apply who've never even been pregnant, and you need to have that history. The agencies really wear a lot of hats, and they cover a variety of issues so that you don't have to. In addition to finding your surrogate, they act as a liaison between you and your surrogate, as well as between your surrogate, the clinic, and the hospital. And that's to ensure that the hospital is aware that there will be a surrogate birth and that you are the intended parents. The agencies also coordinate getting medical records to your clinic so they can review. And that's kind of like a preliminary pre-approval. Just because your doctor has seen those, or reproductive endocrinologist has seen her medical records, doesn't necessarily mean that she'll be cleared to proceed. They kind of give a preliminary pre-approval, and then they start medical screening on her. And not just with that, they also get information to your attorney, help with attorney referrals. They handle all travel arrangements for your surrogate and notify the escrow company when checks need to be distributed.